Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1963 Olivetti Lettera 22 vintage ultra portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Italy and one of the most iconic typewriters of all time. Won an award in the 1950s for the best technology of the past 100 years. This is the swivel line space return that tucks back when you have it in the case. Up top are the margins. This is a left margin. I'm going to set that on 0, and the right one I'm going to keep around 85. These are your paper support arms that flip up from the back. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip that switch forward. It skips double. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. Flip the switch on the right side all the way down. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon when you have it in the middle. It doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. Moving that down for red. Beautiful. It's got a really cushiony feel to it. I wouldn't say it's heavy, but it's heavier than the 32. Print looks beautiful. It's got 12 characters per inch. Elite typeface. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that forward towards you. It unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Also allows you to straighten the page. If you load it crooked, you can straighten the page and just flip it back and it loads straight like that. We're going to flip these down for now and put the color back on black. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. This blank button here is your margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release. It does allow you to type past that all the way to the end. Traditional 1 key, a lot of people might think that was supposed to be a 1 key, is the lowercase l, and the exclamation point is shift 8, which is the apostrophe backspace period. The red button is your tab button. Right now we have 1 tab set right there. To clear that, just flip this switch on the left side up. Very light touch on that. Flip it down to set it. Let's try that again. Up to clear, down to set. And if you have a 32, it's the opposite. Backspace on the right side, light and smooth. Hood opens from the front like that, and it hooks into the back, and you want to be careful when you remove that because those can break. Those hooks can break. It's cast iron, so it is metal, but it does break. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction manually, the side you want it to go to, there's a little ribbon guide there. You just flip that to the middle, and it'll pull to that side. That's meant to catch the eyelet at the end of the ribbon for an automatic reverse. And if you don't have eyelets, which is the little metal piece at the end, you can tie a knot about 6 to 10 inches from the end, and that should do the trick. This is your touch control. Very important with the Letteras. If you have a Lettera, the 22 and the 32 do have touch control. It's either here or up top somewhere. But the 32 is a little bit much lighter, so it's very important to play with that to gauge what your preference is as far as touch control goes. This hooks into the back like that first and snaps down to the front. I believe I got everything from the keyboard. Carriage release on both sides. Rides on a rail here instead of bearings, so that's a unique feature. A lot of people like the feel of that. It's got more of a classic feel. The 32 has ball bearings in there. Carriage release on the left, and this is your line space selector. If you flip that all the way back to 0, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You flip it forward, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space, same concept. If you push the button on the left knob there, disables the spacing. Let it go, you get the clicks. Just be careful when you do that because you will lose your line. And like I said earlier, this swivels back so when you have it in the case, it doesn't break off. This is really extremely hard to replace. A lot of people actually throw the entire machine away or use it for parts when that breaks. So be very careful. It's not just a screw. That's just for the handle here, but the internal neck here is extremely hard. There's a little pin in there that you got to get out. It's not easy. And this is your carriage lock. So you flip it down, Let's see here. To lock it right there, flip it up to unlock it. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.